the face of the current geopolitical situation with Russia weaponizing fossil fuel exports, we are standing shoulder to shoulder with our European friends and allies. Canada is doing our part to add to the global energy supply right now. But it has never been clearer why we need to accelerate the green transition. And you should have no doubts that Canada has what it takes to be a supplier of clean energy in a net zero world.
Hey, Alexa for Urban News, and I'm currently in Montreal at the MILA Artificial Intelligence Research Center. Olaf Scholz, Germany Chancellor, was elected by the Bundestag on 8 December 2021. He is also a contributor of the agenda of the World Economic Forum. Mr. Scholz came to Canada in order to conclude an agreement with Canada for a new source of green energy. As you may know, Germany is in a critical situation of fossil energy coming from Russia. With the war in Ukraine, supply is becoming increasingly difficult, so hydrogen from Canada is becoming an option. But Canada also produces fossil fuel energy that we could sell to them, no?
Aggressive approach that Canada has taken on decarbonization by putting a price on pollution, by putting our concern for workers and inclusive economic growth at the center of what we're doing is all about strengthening the democratic fabric of our country and moving forward to where the low carbon future is going to be, and doing that not on our own, but as close friends and partners working together with Germany and other countries is the best way, not just to prepare for the future, but to reassure Canadians and people around the world that the future is on track and there is room for each and every single citizen in that future to feel part of it, that it's not going to pass them by.
I think it's very important to help Germany any way you can, because Germany is the center of Europe's economy, and when Germany, if Germany gets a cold, we get sick too. North America will feel Europe slow down, and Europe drives Germany. It's the engine that drives Germany.
The deal will have to be done in Newfoundland, in the town of Stephenville, later this week, after this visit to Montreal. In a short time, Trudeau and Scholz will have flown from Montreal to Toronto to Newfoundland with an escort of more than 15 Armour SUV, a very important trip in carbon emission to make an agreement in green energy. So police were there, roads were blocking, they stopped us to get close to Mila Center. They say to us that we want to enter there, so it's why they blocked us away. Some protesters were there against NATO as well, yelling that they want Justin Trudeau to stop to be in NATO organization.
No NATO! Stop stoking the war in Ukraine! Call for peace! Justin, call for peace! No NATO! Canada should pull out of the NATO aggressive alliance! Call for peace! No NATO! No NATO! Shame on you, Trudeau, for fueling the war! No NATO!
Should we sell them our gas and our oil?
I think yes. I think we have an overabundance. Mm-hmm. I think that, in my opinion, but I'm not living in British Columbia. I think they should open up the ports there, put out LNG facilities, allow it to ship gas. I think they're doing it in Newfoundland, I believe now, and Quebec is thinking about it. I said, for sure, we have a lot of energy, and a lot of this energy and oil, if you fast forward 20, 30 years from now, I don't think we're going to need it. Everything's going electric, the cars and all that. So
I have no opinions on who's buying this oil from whom. We should leave the oil in the soil. Nobody should have it. Look what's happening with the temperature. I don't know whether you have children, but a lot of people do. You think of the future. Think of the generation that's coming up.
Liz, c'est sur le trottoir présent, s'il vous plaît. Merci. Merci beaucoup, sur le trottoir. Merci.
Vous pouvez me parler autrement, hein? Je suis un être humain. Puis,
Le trottoir est ici, madame.
bah oui, puis pourquoi vous me parlez de même? Est-ce que vous auriez parlé de même à CBC ou à TVA ou à Radio-Canada? Non, probablement pas, hein? Parce que vous avez un certain respect des médias d'État payés. So as you know, we continue to do our report on the field. We want to catch not only Justin Trudeau, but all these politicians or even any other kind of story. So if you want, you can chip in generously at rebelfieldreport.com, and as well, you can see all our report. Thanks.